Hello students. So we will study the rate of reaction by using the modern theory which is called the transition state theory. So this transition state theory is applicable for a bimolecular reaction. Let us consider a bimolecular reaction. So what is a bimolecular reaction? A reaction whose molecularity is found to be 2. It is called a bimolecular reaction. So for that we have considered the reactants A and B. So these two reactants, before converted into product, these two reactant molecules undergoes activated complex. That means one of the intermediate state to before converted to product. So that kind of complex can be taken as an activated complex. That is reactant A and B combined to form the activated complex. So between the activated complex formed and the reactant molecules present, there exists an equilibrium. So because of the existence of equilibrium between the reactants and the products, we are going to write the equilibrium constant. So Kh can be taken as the equilibrium constant, which is given by the ratio of molar concentration of the products to the molar concentration of the reactants. That is concentration of AB hash to the concentration of A into concentration of B. So to separate for this concentration of AB hash, concentration of AB hash is equal to K hash into concentration of A into concentration of B. So this activated complex is formed whenever the reactant molecules by absorbing some extra amount of energy called the activation energy, this complex is formed. So this complex formed is having the same characteristics as that of the reactant molecules, but this complex formed is having some extra the characteristic which is called the vibrational characteristic. So due to the vibrational characteristic, this activated complex formed undergoes dissociation to produce products. So for this second reaction, we are going to write the rate expression. So that is dx by dt is equal to, since it is having some vibrational characteristic, we are going to represent nu as the vibrational frequency. So in terms of this vibrational frequency, we are going to write the rate of reaction for this equation, that is dx by dt is equal to nu into concentration of AB hash. So you will substitute the value of concentration of AB hash as K hash into concentration of A into concentration of B. That is dx by dt is equal to nu into K hash into concentration of A into concentration of B. That is the concentration of AB hash can be taken as K hash into concentration of A into concentration of B. Okay. So we know that nu is nothing but the vibrational frequency which can be calculated using the equation nu is equal to RT by mH. So using this equation we can find out the value of vibrational frequency nu. Substitute the value of nu in the above equation. We are going to get dx by dt is equal to RT by mH into K hash into concentration of A into concentration of B. Okay. So next, if we consider the elementary reaction, that means without the formation of this activated complex, so what is the reaction takes place? That is A plus B gives us to product. So this is the elementary reaction. So for this elementary reaction, we are going to write the rate expression. That is dx by dt is equal to K into concentration of A into concentration of B. So where K is nothing but the rate constant and here K hash is nothing but the equilibrium constant. So we will compare these two. So this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So by comparing equations 1 and 2, what we are going to get? K is equal to RT by NH into K hash, where K is called the rate constant So in this equation what we got is the rate constant and the K hash is nothing but the equilibrium constant. So to calculate the value of K hash, so we have to use one of the thermodynamic equation, that is delta G is equal to minus RT ln K. Delta G is nothing but the change in free energy and K is nothing but the equilibrium constant. So if we consider the activated complex stage, we are going to write the free energy change as delta G hash and the equilibrium constant as K hash. So K hash can be written as K hash is equal to e power minus delta G hash divided by RT. So we will substitute this value in this equation. So K hash can be written as e power minus delta G hash divided by RT. So this equation can be taken as 3. Equation 3 implies K is equal to RT by NH into K hash is e power minus delta G hash divided by RT. So we know that delta G is equal to delta H minus T into delta S, where delta G is nothing but a change in free energy, delta H is change in enthalpy and delta S is change in entropy. So if we take the activated complex stage, we can represent all these in this formula. So how can we change this delta G hash in this equation? So the above equation, by using this, we can write this equation. Equation number 3 can be written as K is equal to RT by NH into, so e power minus delta G hash divided by RT can be written as e power minus of delta G hash means delta H hash minus T into delta S hash divided by R. Okay. So on rearrangement, K is equal to RT by NH into, so it will split this one into 2 exponential powers by dividing from RT. That is e power minus delta H hash divided by RT into e power minus into minus gets plus delta S hash divided by R. Here T and T gets cancels with one another, delta S hash divided by R. So this compare this equation with the collision theory equation, that is K is equal to Pz into e power minus Ea divided by I. So here delta H is nothing but the change in enthalpy during the reaction. So the change in enthalpy is almost equal to the change in the activation energy during the reaction. So this equation can be written as K is equal to RT by NH into e power minus Ea divided by RT into e power minus plus delta S hash divided by R. So we will compare this equation and this equation. So whatever the values obtained for the Z, Pz, that is P into Z is equal to RT by NH into e power delta S hash divided by R. So where P is equal to RT by NH into e power delta S hash divided by R. So we have to write this Z NH. So this is nothing but the value for the orientation factor P are the probability factor obtained. So by using this we can calculate the value for the orientation factor. So before that, so this equation, in this equation there is the presence of the entropy factor and also the activation energy. That means as the temperature increases, the value of entropy, that means movement of particles gets increased, so that the activation energy of the particles gets increased, so that effective collisions will take place, and hence the rate of reaction increases with increasing temperature according to transition state theory. So in this way we can explain the rate of reaction for a bimolecular reaction according to transition state theory.